Welcome to another episode of Velocity Chaos!
On this week's episode of the Velocity Chaos podcast, Nick and Luke talk about things that are really old, birthday rituals, and the movie to save the world. Nick has a beef with some guy named Midwinter. I've been looking for you for the past 5 years, Midwinter, and here's what's gonna happen right now. I'm gonna take this whip, and I'm gonna snap it against those two danglers right there. Luke hypes the most anticipated brawl of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the announcement. The fight of Conor McGregor, and Floyd Money Mayweather.
All that and more to come on the 22nd episode of the Velocity Chaos podcast. Leave us a voicemail at 151541 Chaos.
And welcome. Here we are on the 22nd episode of the Velocity Chaos podcast. How you doing? 22. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling like we're doing well here.
We're doing
22
2 to the 11th. No, 2 times 11.
2 to the 11th.
I do math.
2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 256, 512, 10 something, 1024. Bam. Wait, no, there's one more. 2048. Got it.
Okay, yeah.
Nerd. Well, as soon as I started remembering that it's just processing memory, basically.
Oh, yeah, it's like numbers and ones and zeros.
Exactly.
Binary computer. And
Bam. So, I just want to say, first and foremost, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Not to me.
Not to you. To the one, the only, the hugest president
of all time.
Yeah, it's Trump's birthday today on June the 14th of the 22nd episode for us.
I think it's your birthday.
What do you get a president for their birthday? Is it?
Hey, I got you China.
Yeah. It had to be some giant gift or like, I made you this ashtray in pottery class. Like, is that acceptable at that point?
That's going to be crazy because it's a lot of international gifts. People sending them crap.
If they gift at all.
I can just picture like poor Donald Trump like sitting in the Oval Office, like nobody came to his birthday party.
He's got the hat on.
Melania. Nobody came to my birthday party, Melania.
What? He probably didn't show.
What? Yeah, he didn't even show. Oh, man.
Yeah. No.
Do you think Donald Trump ever takes his shirt off? I was thinking about that. Like
all the time.
Really? I don't think he ever takes his shirt off.
No.
I think he always has some sort of covering of his torso.
Yeah, I mean when you're old white dude and not in good shape.
Even in the shower though, he's got like a top.
He wears the bodysuit in the shower.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he wears like shower shoes because you don't want to catch any foot fungus in there.
Yeah. It's got. I mean, but that's when you start thinking. That's when you really start thinking about what is power, what is leadership, what is all that stuff. Because like, think about it. You got somebody doing your calendar, somebody doing your food, somebody doing your speeches, somebody taking care of your family, somebody driving you around, all this stuff. But there's just still some things in life that no one can do for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like taking a shower is one of those things.
I guess when you get to a certain age, and a certain,
I'm counting everybody like
every
capable adult.
Capable, okay, yeah.
Every physically able adult.
When you got enough money.
But think about that. Think about it.
I'm thinking, yes.
Like there's just a couple things. Like okay, washing yourself.
Yeah,
that's one.
Not wiping.
2,
someone else's ass.
Taking a dump. Yeah, wiping your own ass.
Unless you got like 2 broken arms and I owe you.
Yeah. But think about it.
No chance.
Donald Trump, like, Donald Trump, when you think about him wiping his own ass, he's not that intimidating anymore. And he doesn't really bother me anymore. He doesn't really bother
Everyone
me.
shits.
Yeah, like
Oh, wait, poop. Sorry. That's a book.
and you know, but everyone moves food to their mouth. Like I've never seen anyone like being like the grapes like being dropped.
You don't go to the right places, obviously.
Yeah, apparently not. But yeah, no. I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
That's how I pick apart intimidation. If somebody intimidates me, or if I feel like I'm going to a meeting and I'm like, oh, this is a big meeting and it's intimidating, it's weird.
That guy wipes his own ass.
Yeah. It's not a fetish.
Yeah.
It's just me like breaking the person down in my own mind before I even meet him.
And they're like, wow, you don't seem intimidated at all about being here for this interview.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with your confidence and everything. And you're just like, well, I mean, I just thought, yeah, you wipe your own ass, I wipe my own ass. Hey,
Everyone shits, right?
Yeah, we put on our shoes 1 foot at a time, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Unless you got two guys.
yeah. He's like, get the hell out of here.
I wonder what else he does on his own.
Combs his hair.
Swings his own golf club, maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if he was like, no, little to the left,
Yeah.
little to the left. Okay, about 3/4 swing and go.
So he's a caddy almost,
yeah.
but doesn't carry the clubs.
Yeah, you shank it. It's like,
It's like playing a real life video
fuck,
game.
I hate myself.
God damn it. Golf is the most like peaceful, relaxing, aggravating thing.
Yeah, it's the only thing that really does that.
So do you sing happy birthday to President Trump? Is that a thing? Do they do that for show?
Do I or does somebody?
Does somebody? Or do they do like the regular white people happy birthday thing? Like happy birthday
to you.
that whole thing? Or do they do the Stevie Wonder? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Or the Beatles, right? The Beatles did that one.
They did one as well.
I think it's your birthday.
I know it's your birthday. It's like, well, does he get all of them at the same time and just do like a wall of sound?
Just unload like 3 tracks into his face. I always wanted to say that. No, he probably has a private show.
Yeah.
I think there's a president's gala.
They have president's balls.
Yeah, they do have president balls at the White House.
Speaking of president's balls at the White House, game on, play ball. There was a tragic kind of event today. I don't know if you heard.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I read the news today.
Wow.
As exciting as that is, and as tragic as this is.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's the annual. I don't know if it's annual, but some sort of
Congressional baseball game.
Yeah, congressional baseball charity game. Mm-hmm. Where I'm not going to name names of him because you don't want to bring acknowledgement to the shooter.
Yeah.
I just first and foremost cover your ears for just a moment. That asshole, you're an asshole if you do that. Okay, open up your ears again. How could you be that low? I guess like what drives someone to that? Going to shoot up a place of people.
I don't know, but I heard that he actually checked who was playing. Like because it's congressional, so he checked what party they were affiliated with when they were doing it.
Oh boy, I didn't get into the details. I just know that
I saw the news. I didn't read and digest it.
Yeah, was it John Scalise, something like that? I believe he was shot, and he's in recuperative.
The sad part is I heard 2 police officers were killed. Which is like the big thing, when people in the in service, those are the ones who get in the way. But I heard it was a strong leftist person who just wanted to shoot up some Republicans, so he did. Public place, yeah.
That's as low as you can get. Not that I'm saying I'm pro whichever side or anything, just going to a place to shoot people.
Well, that was like last week when we were talking about burning effigies and stuff. Like,
yeah,
we should just quit it. This isn't helping. In no world is this helping. In no world. And everyone's like, oh, assassination, blah blah blah. Dude,
you know what happens from assassinations? World wars start.
Well, yeah. Top-down problems start happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we get Franz Ferdinand and Gavrilo Princip shooting, getting shot, or vice versa.
God. Yeah.
And the powder keg erupts.
Yeah.
And,
And then Canada takes over the United States, and they invade, North Dakota.
So bad. I mean, get free health care.
Like 50 years from now, after you and I have been drafted and we have kids and stuff, like, you should thank me, because you know what? If I didn't fight in that war, we'd all be speaking A.
That Canadian-American war, or North America. Wait, no, Canadian-United States war.
Everyone's like, oh, we could be speaking Japanese. Like, we could be speaking A. Canadies.
Or worse, French.
You'd have A at the end of every sentence. A.
How about that sports game, eh?
Put your hands up and surrender, eh? I just laugh.
I just wanted to go to university and study. No, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
So, speaking of university, what we went to university for, or college.
Collage.
Film. I saw and I thought you'd be very interested in this. 1 trillion frame camera.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
1 trillion frame. What?
Whereas commercial cameras right now have like 100,000 frames.
Yeah, okay.
We got a 1 trillion frame camera.
What does it even look like?
Looks like this.
Oh, is that the one that can? Yeah, this phone. It's exactly looks like this phone.
It's the new Apple phone.
Is that the one that can shoot light?
Exactly. That's what it's a science camera.
It's a science camera. Ooh, so cool. It's a science camera.
Oh, you guys and your science.
Oh, the science guys get to have all the fun. But guess what? What science turns out, media eventually takes.
That's true. But there's no
practical use.
No use.
And George Clooney like blinking for an hour, like it's an art film. It's just George Clooney just blinking for an hour. It's like his eyes don't even close. They just are closing slowly. Like, if
you had 1 trillion frames, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
One more. All right. There's 1 trillion divided by, let's go 24 frames. So 24 frames, that's that many seconds. Let's go divide that again by 60. That's still
oh my gosh. That's
divide that again.
694 million minutes.
Do it again by 60. 11 million and a half hours. So
see, this is what they gotta do. Okay. This is what I would do if I was a filmmaker. Oh, I can't tell you my idea now.
You cannot. I'll tell you.
This is what I would do. I'd take the camera. I would get a famous person, and I would have them blink.
Yeah.
And then I would put the video up on a big screen, like some sponsors, whatever, New York, and just start playing it. No, just keep playing it. Just play it for
11 million hours.
11 million hours. And like, it's just like, just happening in perpetuity.
That's ridiculous.
How many years is that?
That's my next one. So 1150, 574. I'll just round out the rest. So then after that, we had 60. Let's go.
Because that's how many hours, right? So that's divided by 24.
65.
Okay.
I was just
No.
Oh, am I jumping?
No, yeah, because that's days. You need hours.
Oh, yeah.
In a day.
Let's go
24. I forgot.
482.
482,000 days.
Okay, now I can do 365. 1,321 years.
Oh my gosh. That's basically like the 1,000-year blink.
Yeah.
That's dope. That'd be the coolest art project ever.
How long would that take to render?
Like 5 billion years. Yeah. It's just,
I want to color correct year 400 to year 957.
The computer's just like rendering. It's like it just restarts the render, and you're like, another billion years. Yeah. It'd be funny, like in the future, like billions and billions of years ago, when some higher entity, some bigger smarter being is just like looking at it, and they're just still watching it. My art will endure. And like they're just looking at it.
It's beautiful.
Some brilliant species must have invented this, and they're gonna like point at a whole species, and it was just me.
Yeah, and it's like, and at the end you just do a quick like thumbs up, smiling. It was me, and that's just real quick.
And it's like a total buzzkill. Like,
Yeah.
It's at the end of the video, like 1,321 years from now. Oh my gosh!
You'd be watching that, and it's like, did it move or did it not move?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Here we are in year 1,230. We're looking 1,320.
Scientists are like, as you can see, the eyelid has descended another 3 millimeters.
nearly fully closed at this point. About to make its journey back up to the top.
Yeah. You reach the halfway mark.
Yeah.
And it's a big blowout. So, yeah. The eyelashes touched. Oh my God.
Yeah, I was there when the eyelashes touched. It was pretty sweet.
Everyone's like watching the countdown, and like the eyelashes touch. And like, hey, turn to the girl. Like, hey, what's up? The eyelashes touched. Maybe we should touch.
Yeah. Is a generation
You
that
know
40
what I mean?
years?
No.
What's a generation? Is that 40 years, 30 years?
Every generation? 40 years probably.
40? Let's go with 40. So that's 33 generations.
Wow.
My granddad
Great grand invented this.
Yes.
And everyone's like, yeah, he is an idiot.
But we're so captivated by it.
Somebody pulls the plug in like year 300 and like, well, 1
Then
million.
that person can get shot.
Yeah.
Allow
Like
it.
they like bring him out in the streets, stone him, and like they offer him up to the new evolved being. Like,
Yeah.
that will eventually be there for the end of it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be well past being space lords by that point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Our legacy. I mean, we'll have invented this. We'll be space lords. We'll probably have like different bodies.
Yeah.
We'll look ripped at 80 years old.
And we're going to be sitting there in the front row the whole time just...
Yeah.
Wait, watch this. This is my favorite part.
Periodically, we just walk in and just look at it. It should be in a theater that you can enter anytime to watch it. No, that'd be sweet.
We just talk for like ridiculous.
Christ returns. It's just like, what is this? You know what? I'm not going to destroy this planet because of this screen and what is on it. I'm going to give you all another. How much time is left on this?
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you that and a bonus year. Okay? Just because I'm a good guy, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, like, thank you, Jesus. And then everyone's like,
Appreciate
whoa, like Nick, like
Totally saved
he
us.
totally saved us. So that's make him kind of like
he's like
Jesus.
he's our savior. He sacrificed art. What?
The highest form of
Do you
Christianity.
get free refills if you go to this movie?
Can I have some more popcorn?
Yeah.
Yes. And butter? No butter on the refill.
And you're like, I don't want to go to the bathroom. I might miss something.
This is great. So, like, speaking of like time, like endless time and measurements of time, I wanted to talk today about this cool thing I learned.
Yes.
It was a Google icon for a little bit, and I wanted to read more about it, but I never got the chance.
Okay.
So then I finally read about it in preparation for today's
And now you've gotten that
episode.
chance. You've
Now
taken
I
advantage
can
of it.
actually share and talk about it. So I learned about something called, and this is an interesting word, Antikythera mechanism. The Antikythera mechanism. That's what I learned about today. And so
Any TP for my bunghole.
yeah. See?
So you're trying to bring knowledge, and I'm bringing
knowledge,
Beavis
and then
and
it's
Butthead.
like and ruined. No, it's cool. You can combine the two; they can work together.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, the Antikythera mechanism. It was discovered early 1900s, like 1903, 1902. Anyway, it was discovered by an archaeologist. 1901. It was discovered by an archaeologist in a shipwreck off of the coast of this island in like the Greek, island area
Yeah.
in the Mediterranean. and the island's actually called Antikythera. And this shipwreck had all this stuff in it, a lot of like, metalwork stuff. But the one thing that they did find amidst all this stuff was this little box. And the box was like interesting because it looked like it had all these, it looked like a mechanism. It wasn't just trash. It wasn't just an ancient piece of art or pot or whatever. It actually looked like it did something. And so they started to clean it and reconstruct it and rebuild it and kind of look at it from that angle. And they realized that somebody had actually like designed all these gears in this box, and supposedly there's like 37 gears that all fit together intricately. Geez. And through that mechanism, people were able to predict astrological movement.
Yeah, it's a giant clock, or not a giant clock, but
it's actually more like an analog computer.
Yeah,
which at that point, this is like, it's estimated to be as old as like originated around 150 to 100 BC. So that was over 2,000 years ago. The first Steve Jobs. This is where my brain goes when I hear this. I just think of some guy sitting on an island and he's just like, he's got this shaved head and this little goatee beard, and he's like kind of like an asshole to everybody.
Stavorius Jabacus.
Stavorius Jabacus. Let's say it was Stavorius Jabacus. And he's sick and tired of using a freaking abacus. He's just like, screw that. Nah. You guys are idiots. You're all sitting around sliding the stupid beads across, and I'm up here worried about, man, when's the next asteroid going to hit planet Earth? When's the next eclipse going to happen? And then all of a sudden we're going to have people like chopping each other to bits because they think it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
So he invents this analog computer to solve all that problem. And then he markets it to everybody with like a nice, cool little, like, I don't know, like a grape, like a grapevine. What? That's his logo. That's his icon.
Okay.
And he starts marketing to everybody as like the first, it's the first Palm Astro counter. It's the first Palm Pilot for
look how neat this is. Like, I mean,
everybody else needs a giant castle version of this, and I put it in your hand.
Right in your palm.
You can carry it with you anywhere and predict the movements of the stars.
That's brilliant.
And he made $1 bajillion. And that's why grapes are so popular in Greece, because the marketing was so perfect.
Stavorius
Jabacus. And that's how the Antikythera mechanism was invented.
That's incredible. I don't think a lot of people give enough props to ancient civilizations. Like, they got pyramids, they got these temples, they got all this stuff built. They could predict kind of rotations of whatever, like seeing other planets down to like the day or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's boggles my mind for those people to come up with that without computers like that we know.
Yeah, but if you look at the images on this thing, like, it was pretty intricate.
Yeah.
It was made well.
It was pretty solid.
Which is crazy, the craftsmanship of this.
I'm sure if it wasn't stuck underwater for 2,000 years, it would look pretty but
pretty
even
rad. Then it stood the test of time in a way. Yeah. They were able to understand what it did and kind of predict what it looked like.
Yeah.
It looks dope. It looks so cool. Damn. The mock-ups that the artists have done and stuff. Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah. Question to piggyback off of this. It's kind of ironic and actually awesome, but what do you think the oldest living thing on Earth is?
Right now?
Right now.
I have no idea. A turtle?
A turtle?
That's the turtle we're on the back of.
We're on the back of a giant turtle. Everyone knows that.
That's what Kyrie Irving believes.
Earth's not round.
It's not a sphere. I was like, well, you just keep shooting, boy. Yeah. Just keep going out there, having a fun time.
Well,
oldest living thing on Earth. What is it?
So it's not that computer. It's not living.
It's not the robot.
It's a tree. There's trees that are like 5,000 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I was looking through here. So he's like, you can cut trees down, I guess, and count the rings, but then that kills the tree. But then they were doing this boring, like where they drill a hole in and they can kind of, I don't even think it's carbon dating, but whatever, just to see.
Yeah.
There's trees in in Chile, which are like 3,600 years old, that's
Wow.
like Stonehenge age. 2,200 in Sri Lanka, formerly Ceylon. 4,800 in California, and another one 5,000 years old in California. I think that's just
Wow. Is what
awesome.
trees are those? Are those the big sequoia trees?
Let's see. California Great Basin bristlecone pine.
A bristlecone pine.
Yeah, named Methuselah. I guess that's a good name for a tree.
That's biblical. Yeah, that's biblical name. Oldest man.
And then an unnamed bristlecone is the older one at 5,000.
Oh, dibs. I get to name it.
All right, you called it. Let me just type them a comment so they know not to name that.
What was our speaking of names, really quick sidebar, we found a new band name for our band list.
Yeah.
Deep Pocket Pants.
It's Deep Pocket Shorts.
Deep Pocket Shorts. Deep Pocket Shorts. It's like a weird indie ska band.
Yeah, and that's what I'm wearing right now. Deep Pocket Shorts.
Where is our list? You need to put this on the list.
I'll find that list.
Anyway, that's awesome. I appreciate you sharing that. Wow. A tree. It says if a tree can live 80,000 years old, why not stop there?
That'd be. That also blows my mind. To how a tree could cycle for 5,000 years.
But that makes total sense to me. Like, trees don't really need, they need certain things, but they don't need a crazy amount of things,
Yeah.
So they just kind of keep going.
Yeah,
Think about it. I really feel like the only time a tree really dies, other than like a disease hitting it, is like when a human chops it down.
That's true. True story.
Wow.
Or, it could be hit with disease or bad root structure.
Yeah.
Or if we chop it down.
So those trees must live in like a perfect climate and a perfect condition.
Yeah, where it's consistently getting what it needs.
Yeah, and then not being disturbed. Hopefully they're protecting that hardcore. That'd be great if they were just... nobody's allowed in. Don't mess with Methuselah.
Or they got like woodpeckers or beavers coming. Like, oh, this is a nice tree.
Yeah. Aged finely.
Just gets better.
There's just a park ranger out there. Like the beaver like turns his head sideways, opens his mouth, and goes to bite it, and that's it.
Nice.
The ranger's like crying. Like, he feels so bad for taking wild animal life. Like he's like, oh my god. All right, we need a new guy on the air gun.
He's done.
He's turnover rate and Methuselah Protection Agency is pretty high.
MPA,
the MPA. Other really quick. Mm-hmm. Wrapping it up on our timepiece.
Yes. Nice timepiece, by the way.
Yeah, nice little timepiece. Yeah, but anyway, I did want to look. What is the largest clock in the world?
Big Ben.
Oh, you wish. It's actually a clock at the top of a hotel in Mecca. So it sits atop the. Oh, I'm gonna butcher this. The Abrach al-Bait.
I feel like you should apologize right now because that is an insult in my mother tongue.
I'm sorry to all those people that or maybe I did okay. But anyway.
Maybe you did okay.
Maybe. There's a slight chance I did. Anyway, this is a $15 billion hotel, first of all. And what's great is that it's in the city of Mecca and it overlooks like the rock. It overlooks it, and it's just for like the really rich people that come through and chill out. So anyway, this clock stands. Let's see, where is it? So the whole tower is 1,972 feet tall. And the Maca clock is what they call it.
The Maca clock.
The Maca clock. Maca clock, superhero name right there. Who are you? Maca clock. Oh shit, it's Maca clock.
Dang, that thing's huge.
And so Maca clock, yeah. And so the whole thing The face of the clock is 141 feet tall.
God.
That is.
Well,
Is that taller than Terminal Tower?
No.
No. How tall is Terminal Tower?
It's got to be. It's like 20-something stories, right?
Okay, Statue of Liberty is 305 feet.
Tower height.
We're looking for something that is taller than.
Yeah, no. That's 700.
So
Tower.
it is comprised of 98 million glass mosaic pieces.
Power tower.
2 million LEDs. The hour hand is 56 feet long, and the minute hand is 72 feet long.
That's 300 feet.
Wow. The prayer lights are visible up to 18 miles away.
It's half of a football field, basically. Like
Yeah.
there's a reference.
Yeah. But that's the clock.
Yeah.
That's still huge. Imagine if they like made Back to the Future on that. Like, it's like Doc is like hanging on it, trying to like pull it down, and he's like screaming, "Oh!" like he does in the movie, and then it's just you down on the ground with like Michael J. Fox, Marty McFly, and you just hear.
Did
you hear something?
Is he up there?
Am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to floor this thing? Now? Just like, totally misses the window.
Yeah.
Lightning strikes it, just like explodes. Just a nuclear bomb. Glass everywhere.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, that is the largest clock in the world, and it is huge. Go online, check it out. It is beautiful, though. It is a gorgeous piece of ingenuity in engineering and other in
It's gorgeous.
It's awesome.
Did you have is that what you wanted to talk about?
That was it. You gave me enough time
Nice.
to talk about everything.
All right, just making sure, because we got the bee's knees coming up. Possibly. This could be the greatest thing in history ever.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
Yes.
25th episode of Lost Again.
So, we have, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have the announcement for the fight of Conor McGregor and Floyd Money Mayweather. So yeah, I mean they're.
Oh really? Oh! I was so enamored with like the special effects you were vocally doing on your own because we haven't figured it out on the board yet. I was just like watching you like a starry-eyed child, just in awestruck of an older crazy uncle. Like,
yeah,
just like
that's what I'm gonna be.
Oh wow, he's so brilliant.
Hey, I do what I can.
Okay, Conor McGregor versus
Floyd Money Mayweather.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
that's a huge fight.
It could be. So McGregor signed already. If Floyd Money Mayweather signs, they're shooting for August.
Are they both undefeated?
No,
McGregor's been beaten,
Yeah.
but Mayweather.
Yeah, he's 49-0.
But wait, in boxing?
In boxing.
Oh, Mayweather's got him.
That's what people are saying.
Oh yeah, dude, that's so dumb. Well, he's gonna. Oh.
I mean, you'd like to think. I would imagine if McGregor would have to win early if he does.
The only thing that he's got going for him is that he can take a hit.
Yeah, exactly. He can probably take a
and
harder hit.
he's strong. Like, trust me. But Mayweather is like, dude,
he floats like a butterfly and stings like a butterfly,
like a boulder in your face.
Yeah, I would not want to take a punch. From
dude. I mean, maybe Conor. Conor, my best friend.
Sea dog.
Maybe because he's a little faster. I have no idea. But dude,
is he? Well, I guess
maybe not.
Mayweather's 40, so he's hitting the hill. But still, I mean, you know what these a-holes are gonna make if that happens?
Oh my gosh, so much money.
Ridiculous. Like
for beating each other up for like what? If not even an hour.
Are we still able to get into fighting, organized fighting?
We could go right now.
Yeah.
Start just televising. the Facebook live streaming. Like people are like trying to intervene, like calling the police. Like my friends are fighting. They're like after each other right now. We're like, no. We're trying to get money.
We're gonna get singles of dollars.
We're
possibly.
getting signed. We're getting signed.
Yeah. Look at us. But yeah.
Hey man, if Rocky can do it, you can do it.
What time? When did he start?
Oh, he was a late bloomer, man.
Okay. Diamond Dallas Page didn't start wrestling until he was like 35.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now he's got a whole yoga thing. Brilliant.
He's the man. Brilliant moves. What if he dreamed that was his dream the whole time, being a yoga instructor? Probably was.
Probably could have been. He had the foresight to see that yoga was going to take off.
He made this sacrifice early on in his career life where he went and worked for the WWE. I mean, it was tough. It was really hard. Had to do a lot of physical stuff. Had to be like in great physical condition.
Yep.
Had to hang out with all these beautiful people. I mean, he really fell on it. He fell on the sword for that one.
Yeah.
For that yoga dream.
But it possibly a WCW.
Oh, he's WCW.
I believe so.
Still, though, dude.
Still.
The point is that was sarcasm. The point is that was sarcasm.
Let's see. Diamond Dallas Page, better known for his ring name. Oh, his name's actually
Diamond
Dallas Page. Okay.
Ring name, Diamond Dallas Page. My name is Diamond Dallas Page, most commonly referred to as Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah. Anywho.
No, he was born Page Joseph Falkenberg.
That's not the same. I guess Page kind of works. Yeah, no.
DDP.
DDF. Diamond Dallas Falkenberg.
DDF. Definitely down to.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm gonna Falkenberg you so hard.
And then it is the Falcon Bomb.
The Falcon Bomb.
And he goes to the top rope and he goes, ah! And then he jumps on. But these jabronis, Mayweather's probably gonna make like 100 million.
Oh my god!
Just to fight. He probably already made whatever 100 million fighting Pacquiao. Like
100 million.
He's 40. I've got
Pacquiao. Okay, I don't remember that fight. He didn't get KO'd, right?
No,
he won on points.
Yeah.
I mean, give him credit for that, right?
Yeah.
Still, though,
but I think he also had a broken wrist
loser.
too, is what the story was.
Pacquiao?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like he broke it in the fight?
No, prior to.
Oh jeez. Okay, yeah. So I give him a lot more props than
that's what I thought I heard.
A broken wrist.
Maybe not broke. Just something like not healthy.
Yeah.
And then McGregor will probably make like 60 million at least.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure. I'll go fight for.
Yeah. He can kick the crap out of me for an hour.
I'll take 5 million.
Yeah. If you said, I'm going to put you in the ring with Floyd Mayweather for $5 million.
How long do I have to last?
No, none at all.
No, none? Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You get in the ring, you just fall over from a heart attack.
Wrap him up. Just wrap him up.
Just clean. Oh
Give him a low blow.
Why don't they start doing that? Why do they not start paying nobodies, like people with no training? How entertaining would that be? Just Mayweather, like fight like 10 fights a night.
Yeah,
just 10 fights a night. And he's just like it's like a different person each round. And like it's just that's genius.
Yeah,
that is a genius. How long can you last? It's like in Call of Duty where you're playing zombies. Like, you know, you're just like, how long can you last? It's the same thing. We'll just do that for boxing. That would be incredible. That would be so incredible.
I love it.
He's just dropping people. He's just like the end of the night. It's just like he can't go any far because he just can't swing his arms.
Yeah, you want to be that last fight?
Like it's like, and it's also like a record. It's like a game. It's like you got to beat your own record. It's like it's like any arcade game ever. You know?
Yeah.
And then it becomes less about Conor McGregor beating Floyd Mayweather. It's like beating his record
of beating people up.
How many guys you knocked down last night? Oh, like 150. Like, oh, dude, I'm going for 170 tonight, so you better watch out.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm going for your record. 2 at a time.
I'll fight 2 guys at a time.
God, that's gross how much athletes make. and how much we want to watch it.
I heard that Ronaldo signed a deal with Nike for $1 billion.
Huh.
Lifetime deal.
I got to start getting into fitness.
Just play the footsies.
I was never good at the football.
Football. Yeah, I never got that one either.
So
now that I regret every life choice I've made up to this point.
Wish I didn't play soccer. So
at least in the United States.
Yeah,
soccer.
but if I was in Australia,
oh, bum bum bum.
Look at that.
Bum bum bum.
So speaking of balls, Barnaby cracks a whip at Midwinter's Ball. Yeah, that's the title that I read. So I envisioned that some guy had a whip and he cracked it at some guy named Midwinter right at his nutsack. Boy, was I way off.
I've been looking for you for the past 5 years, Midwinter, and here's what's gonna happen right now. I'm gonna take this whip and I'm gonna snap it against those two danglers right there. I don't know why I did that, John Wayne. But that was pretty good. It felt good, and I was going with it, so I'm just gonna keep going.
I let you go with it. That was great, but it was probably like, "Oi, prick!
Yeah.
I'm gonna crack this whip."
Didn't even say anything. Just like a black king cobra, just snaps up out of nowhere. Just that'd be the worst. Not only would it just kill you from pain, but it would shock the living crap out of you.
That would probably be an exploded nut.
I might die. Like, I would just die right there. Man killed from whipping incident. That would be a better
Extreme testicular torsion caused man to go into shock and die soon after.
Oh, man.
But no, what's his name? Something Barnaby. Joyce Barnaby. I had the name.
Tell us what really happened.
Barnaby Joyce, that's what it was. So they have also some sort of charity event. They have some ball, I guess. They have a ball where they go and celebrate and just be happy. Kind of everyone gets a day off and raises money for charities.
Kind of like presidential balls.
Yeah, exactly. And and I guess the title was referring to as how nicely everyone was dressed. But Barnaby came in with a nice hat and a bullwhip.
True Australian.
Yeah, there he is.
Nice.
Bam.
Why did you bring it?
So we can crack Midwinter's ball.
See, this is even better. If that's how it happened, it was at a full-on gala.
Yeah.
And people are just walking in.
Or maybe got like one of those mirror balls on the top, and then he's like, check this shit out. and then there was candy inside.
Yeah. Or glass falls and shatters in everyone's eyes.
What were you thinking? It's pretty cool, right?
I don't know.
Checked it.
But dude, yeah, everyone just walking in with their tuxedos.
Yeah.
And you just hear that oi!
About to wrap this up.
The crowd parts ways, and just some guy looking like Indiana Jones. Some Indiana Jones motherfucker.
Is that Barnaby?
Yeah. Slow motion, like the whip's like flying past like the waiter's face.
I would get that at 1 trillion frames. That's something I would get at 1 trillion
whip
frames.
hitting testicles.
Yeah. There would be many a cameras, like one on the impact point of the testicles, one on the guy's reaction to the face. Yeah.
That's great. That needs to happen. Let's write the guys with the camera. Guys, we have a great first run test.
Yeah. I know you guys are trying to capture light at the slowest speed possible.
And that's important, but like down the line important. This is pressing.
This is right now important. This could save the future. This is bullwhip to testicle important.
But that'd be hilarious if all those nerds just said like totally dumped all of their projects and actually did this.
Awesome. Yeah. What? It's freaking tight.
Why didn't we think of that?
Yeah, you don't read Australian news, obviously. You don't have brilliant minds.
Oh my god! Or there's one Australian guy who's like, "I've been telling you guys the whole time we should do this." these two S's just come in here and start saying shit, and then you're like,
Velocity chaos. What bit rubbish. But no, yeah, they raised that $350,000. And I mean, in life, we want to, create that money. We want to create that full circle of providing for those charities wherever it may be going. Maybe it goes to animal charities. Maybe it goes to people charities. Maybe it goes to kid charities or hospital charities, helping cancer patients and whatnot. But we can't live forever. But we can possibly live a long time. Maybe we can take on the photosynthesis of a tree and learn how to do that. Or we can find ways that the ancient civilizations created to get off of this planet, and we have no idea. And possibly maybe that was at Pompeii with the volcano and the ash and whatever. Maybe that was just a cover-up for the whole thing. But you crack a few balls with a whip and sing happy birthday to who you care about in whichever way you want. Or you punch someone in the face just to make tons of money, or get punched in the face, because that's where we're going. Next week I'm going to be signing up for boxing classes, and stop shooting people.
Yeah, period on that one.
that's I think yeah.
That is about as philosophical as you can get on that one.
Yeah. Don't.
Yeah. And if you want to wish us a weekly podcast birthday, you can call us at 151541 cast. Leave us your thoughts, leave us your prayers, leave us your insults, whatever you deem fit, and we will definitely respond and bring that on the show. If you want to know what it's like to be a Velocity Chaos fan, check out all our episodes with Captain Daddy, our #1 fan, currently competing with your mother.
Yes.
But you can hear a lot of how we interact with him on a daily basis.
Frequent basis. Yeah. I got connections to Captain Daddy. So yeah, that's 1-515-412-4267. That's 1515-41 chaos. Leave us a voicemail. That's it for me.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday, President Trump.